What is BlasterCon Big Riz?
God knows. Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Get Off My Lawn. I am Al the Geek with one Captain Xavier, and this is our bi-weekly show where we are two guys on the World Foam Alliance to talk everything that is foam flinging related. It is called Get Off My Lawn. Why? Look at us, man. We're grumpy old men. This is what we do. Good news. Today is a call-in show again. Isn't that exciting that we're doing call-ins again? Yes, it is a call-in show again. So the number is not active yet. When it is active, we will flash the number and let you know when you call in. And as always, remember, you got 3 minutes. At the end of 3 minutes, I don't care where you're at. I don't care who you are. At 3 minutes, you get cut off and you're off the lawn. It's just like that because crazy old dudes. We don't know any better, but this is what we do. For those that haven't already, please be sure to subscribe and like the YouTube channel. Again, we're a nonprofit organization, meaning we have no money. And anything we can do to get more money to keep this going is what we're trying to do. So be sure to subscribe, be sure to like, be sure to share, tell all your friends, tell everything. This is what we're doing, man, and this is what's going to happen. As always, the website is in production. Like we said last year, we stalled out. This year, actually over the Christmas break, we were able to pivot and then have a new perspective and a new way of getting our site worked on and developed. So that is in production. And again, as we make money, we can therefore pay for it and then have it built. But we are doing what we're still going to be doing, and we will deliver a website because that is our goal. Connecting people and the World Foam Alliance, man. We're all over the place. We're everywhere. Groups, peoples, clubs, man. And a lot of times you just don't know how many more people that do the same thing you do are close by. And that is our job and our mission to reunite those people and to know where everybody is. Now, in the meantime, obviously coming up this weekend, which is also kind of shocking that we have a show today because I still got to pack. But you know what? We couldn't have skipped the show and stuff like that. But then again, maybe I should have just gotten like a GoPro and just follow me around while I pack stuff. And you can count how many pairs of socks and my toothbrush if I brought it or not. But Survival Fest is this weekend. We both of us are traveling tomorrow, man. We are going to Athens, Ohio, for Survival Fest. I know Athens, Greece would be nice, but no, it's going to be Athens, Ohio. It's closer and cheaper. Survival Fest this weekend. So obviously this show will probably be a lot of Survival Fest focus, talking about what we're bringing, what we're doing, and all the crazy things. Maybe I've talked enough. Captain Xavier, what's shaking, brother? How are you, man?
I'm good. I am fully packed. As soon as this show is over, I will be loading up and heading north to link up with able crewman Rocket. He came with me to Maryland Mayhem. He's also coming with me to Survival Fest, and we fly out tomorrow morning. Should be good. Looking forward to it.
And with that said, that's it for our show. Cap's got to drive. Thanks for tuning in.
Gotta go.
And we'll talk to you later.
Al's got to pack. Daintily fold his underwear into a suitcase somewhere.
I'm kidding, man. No, so did you pack this weekend?
I packed yesterday. I filmed it. I made the video and everything. I did my loadout video for this one. I didn't do one for Maryland Mayhem because my loadout was 2 hammer shots and 2 pew-pews, and a battle belt and a bandolier. This time I'm bringing a lot more. I don't know if I'm going to use it all, but I wanted to have it just in case. So, I don't know what the weather's going to be like. I don't know what the missions are going to be like. I don't know what condition I'm going to be in. I may just run the heavy loadout on mission 0 Friday night and then go light loadout for the rest of the weekend and hope I die by noon on Saturday and get to play super zombies all weekend. That would actually be kind of fun. But we'll see. We will see. I am going potentially loaded for bear. I've got my whole heavy loadout. I did go with a slightly smaller proton pack just because I needed to fit stuff in the trunk. So I've got it's larger than the stock one, which only holds 400 rounds. It holds 500 or 600 rounds instead of my 800 round one. Neat. So
that isn't too bad. That's still good.
Yeah. So, I mean, plus 12 22-round magazines and a couple of 18-round magazines and a 15-round magazine and another 22 in the blaster. And, we'll see. We'll see. Survival Fest is heavy on the super zombies, and some of them require heavier ammo. Some of them just can't be tagged at all. That's probably what will end up killing me because I don't run well anymore. So they will probably just chase me down and eat me. But then hopefully I'll get to be a super. Because then maybe I'll actually get a tag. I don't know that I've ever gotten a tag as a zombie at a big event. Usually by the time I go down, there's nothing but the fast players left, and I can't catch them.
That too. And usually tired and broken by that point. It's like walking is a challenge.
Yeah.
Never mind.
I need to be a zombie that just plods. I think they both got tanks and maybe juggernauts both can only walk. And you're like, cool. That's all I was going to do anyway.
So I guess we have tactical mosey for when we're not zombies. When we're zombies, I guess it's a
tactical shuffle.
Tactical shuffle, or is it? I don't know. I like the plotting. I think it's almost like a painful plotting.
Yeah,
at that point. Yeah. From tactical mosey to painful plotting. Medicated plotting. Insert all the adjectives here. They're all correct.
Yeah, so it should be fun. I'm looking forward to it. And then maybe next year I'll go more all out. Did the stream just go weird? What happened to Teams?
I don't know. He's doing something with it. We have the man behind the curtain. We have man behind the curtain number 2. Not man behind the curtain number 1. I think we are.
Okay.
I think it's just he's messing with it from our perspective, but on the live stream, we'll just pretend like everything's fine and just move along, so we'll be okay.
Yeah. If it's gone down, someone will tell us in the chat. So what are you bringing loadout-wise?
What I'm bringing loadout-wise is I really should make up my mind instead of trying to bring how many things that I have, which is kind of crazy. So what I'm bringing, I have two Griffins, and I might run both of those. Both of them are now firing just under, so they should be pretty good. But then again, I also have my Protean with the silly butts, the undermount thing. However, I have to get the slower cage into it, but one Hixie should set me up with that. So if we get that set, then I'll be running that, especially since I suddenly printed like 40 silly shells, because, why not?
Yeah, why not?
But
are you sure you've got something that fires Mega XL?
I do. I have that because if not the Protean, that's right. I should bring something else. I will have that solved. I will bring a couple. You know what? I might just bring the big 6-cylinder. What's that Mega XL one? The 6-cylinder one called?
Boom Dozer?
Yeah, I have one kicking around the garage. I just might throw it in for fun anyways. Because why not? And I was just in Canada, and one Ludus Games, Jim, set me up with 2 giant boxes of Mega XL darts.
Nice.
So I now have a lot of that. So I'll definitely be bringing that. That'll be good. And I don't know. We'll see what else I throw in there. I'm also bringing. This is obviously not for Survival Fest, but there's a bunch of us staying in a place. I'm bringing the moose and the and the mammoth for. There's a big deck. It's a big property. There will probably be some cigar smoking and shooting as far as we can into the bush, just for fun.
Nice. Very cool. Yeah.
Oh, I guess we should let people know, man. So, if for those watching along at home, we clearly have the same stylists that dress us every morning.
This actually was entirely a coincidence. We both happened to pick our CR Nerf, who is apparently in the chat. Yes, throwables. I need to pick up a few more. They only pack 2.
So again, CR Nerf, go check him out. It's one Bill. If you haven't met Bill, you're missing out, man. Bill has got to be one of the nicest human beings you've ever met. Although, is he though? Because notice how many people have their shirts. I'm pretty sure there's some kind of mind control going on, or some kind of veiled threats that we can't talk about, which is why we wear his shirt. And wait, someone edit that out because I never said that. I promise. What? Who said that?
It's very comfortable. It's so very soft.
It is soft.
The vested zombies did get a lot of tags at Maryland Mayhem. We eventually got better at remembering to have socks, but some people just didn't. The one thing they weren't, at least I don't think they were doing it. I really liked the rule that one of the HVZs did, and I thought it was Maryland Mayhem last year, is that if a super zombie takes someone out, you have to give your super zombie power to the person you took out. And I think that's a really good rule, because if you get taken out by a super, it sucks, because there might not have been anything you could have done, but now you get to be that super zombie and go tag someone else who can't do anything about it. And it keeps it from just being one person hoarding the super ability all day and getting all the tags because they're a super. But I'm also saying this because I really want to be a super at some point, just to kill with impunity.
At this rate, you'll be done by after first mission. Oh no! I stumbled into this horde.
No! One of these
Oh.
days, what I could have done, if it wasn't going to be my first Maryland Mayhem, I could have gone as an OZ and just not have to bring any blasters at all. But it's my first first survival fest, and I wanna at least fling some foam.
I'm pretty
so
sure
apparently there is some sort of a convention on Friday. What time is that going on?
There is a convention on Friday, and one of the organizers, Michael Lasik, is in the chat. Michael, correct us if we're wrong. But on the Friday,
all the questions.
Exactly. I think it's 10 till 4. And again, Michael, feel free to collect me, but I know it's on Friday. So for those that can make it early and are wondering, is it worth coming early? Yes, it will. They got a pretty full vendor hall. I'm going to be there and I'm bringing a lot of gear to set up. Never mind, everyone else is going to be there as well. And the cons is always a fun place to be, to see what everyone's working on, be able to touch it in person. Never mind, be able to actually talk to a lot of people. Like when you go to these things, there's so many people you might see online, whether it be in different chats or Discords, or they have YouTube channels. And that convention space is just such an easy and fast way to really talk to someone in person and ask them questions and get to know them. So that'd be great.
Cool. Apparently there's some kind of a blaster build competition going on too. I assume there is safety briefings on Friday. I know there's one Saturday morning.
Correct, there is. They did online ones this week. Was the last one today?
They were all while I was busy with other things, annoyingly. What do we get? What was that? What was that, sir?
Nothing.
Seeing stuff going on behind the scenes. That was a picture of something.
You saw
you're holding out on us.
Of course he is.
10 to 4. What?
No, we're all good. Don't worry. So this is the other problem. Captain Xavier, for all those that don't know at home, he's also a little senile and is seeing things. So just don't pay attention.
I'm going cross-eyed. Left eye is completely blurry now. I was seeing stuff. Target range, dueling tournament, blaster bash, Friday night mission 0. Isn't there now a mission 0.5? Also, that's like
I think so.
At midnight, I will be asleep. Is what I will be.
Yes. Yes.
I will probably be asleep for a lot of this weekend.
Hopefully, sleeping well too.
Because I'm an old man. I'm gonna get tired. I'm gonna go take a nap and then go back out. Hopefully, be a zombie by then. Maybe I'll just fall asleep under a tree and hope a zombie gets me while I'm napping.
Well, this is also good. You got housing in the actual university, correct?
Yes.
So they tell people about that, not knowing that. So as much as when you come down, there's obviously hotels or Airbnbs and stuff like that. But the beautiful thing about Survival Fest is they were able to secure housing on premises, correct?
Dorms, yeah. I've been to a number of HVZs that had that option, and this is one of them. So they've opened up one of the dorms because they're mostly empty during the summer, and it was $64 a night, which is a bargain. One question I do have is there a dining hall we will have access to? Or is there somewhere to get breakfast, or what's the deal with that, Mike?
That's a good question.
Somewhere. Where am I getting my bacon? That's the important thing. Where am I getting my bacon? Because if I don't get my bacon, I'm gonna get grumpy and I'm gonna yell at some kid and I'm gonna feel bad about it. And don't nobody want that.
Someone lie to him. Tell him there's bacon.
Don't lie to me. Tell me the truth. If there's no bacon, just tell me that. I'll bring my own bacon. We're in Ohio. There's got to be a pig somewhere I can kill. Don't I have a wild boar problem, or is that Iowa? I think Iowa's got the boar problem.
Actually, a lot of states have the boar problem. That's for sure,
Yeah.
man. Oh,
I heard one in my swamp once.
Did you really?
Yeah.
That's some wild
Either
bacon.
it was Bigfoot. It was one of the two.
Could have been both. Bigfoot chasing a wild boar.
You know, I don't know what he's into. I don't judge.
You know what? Bacon. He probably likes it.
Is a
Oh,
dining hall very close to the dorm building? Also, many restaurants within a 10-minute walk. I ain't walking 10 minutes to get no food. I'll go to the, yeah. No boars here. So you say. I've seen the maps. What about the root beer? Is there root beer? What are you
oh
talking about
yeah.
root beer?
Tell people about the root beer for those that
No, see,
don't know. I have not been
yeah.
following along.
So if you haven't already seen, I have extended a root beer challenge where anybody who brings me root beer at an event gets a button while supplies last. And anyone who brings me a root beer that I've never had, specifically a bottle of root beer that I've never had, you get a fancier button. And if you feel the urge, you can, in fact, mail me root beer, and I'll mail you the button. After next weekend, so not this weekend, the weekend after, I'll be making a trip to Salt Lake City, which is home to the last remaining root beer store in America. And when I get back from that trip, I will be publishing the list of root beers that I have had to make it easier for folks to, if they want to try to find one I don't have. I will be up to at least 125 by then, probably more. But I know of at least 50 or 60 that I haven't had. So.
And for the record,
Yeah.
that's number of root beers, not his blood sugar. So.
Oh, it's probably both. Probably both. So the odd thing is, I don't actually drink a lot of root beer. Like, I don't drink root beer every day. I didn't, go a week without drinking root beer. But now I've got like 17 brand new root beers in my fridge I've never had, and I'm slowly working my way through them and actually making notes on flavor profiles and all of that. I'm getting better at understanding the word.
That's pretty cool. Oh,
I will lighten this man with some Cunhen's root beer. I have not had that one.
Houdins, look at that. Detroit Dart War.
Keep in mind, I don't drink alcohol, so don't get me any of the alcoholic root beers because I won't drink them.
I do. You can give them to me.
Yeah, there you go. What is Survival Fest? It's a big HVZ, Humans versus Zombies. They're also having a vendors convention, but it's mostly the HVZ. So we're going to be hunting zombies all over Athens, Ohio. And I mean all over Athens, Ohio. The whole town is in play, apparently.
Starts this Friday, runs through Sunday. Not too late to register, correct? Yeah, not too late to register. Oh, but I did want to do a shout out, Detroit Dartworks. I've not seen them since like the Survival Fest. It's been a while, so it's always good to see them. If you're there, definitely go by their booth. It's always fun to talk to them. They're so much fun. Definitely go check out Detroit Dartworks.
Yeah. Definitely bring some of that root beer. I'll get you a button.
It's all about the buttons.
I have had Bundaberg.
Bundaberg is
I actually have had Bundaberg root beer. There is a Bundaberg root beer as well as a Bundaberg ginger beer, and I have both.
There it is.
I had to go to a world market to find the Bundaberg root beer. Everywhere I went, they had the ginger beer. Like Safeway has the ginger beer. Nobody had the root beer except World Market. So I got a 4-pack. So I do have that one.
Oh, there you go. Did you check that out, Cap? You can actually go with full gear into a restaurant.
Yeah. I mean, we did that at U of I and WSU too. But that was, more than 10 years ago. The world was a little different back then.
Just a little bit. This is going to be good. For all those following along at home, please sound off if you're going to be at Survival Fest. Let us know if you're going to be there. Or if you know someone that's going to be there. And better yet, after, tell me the damn excuse you're using why you're not going to be there, and it better be a good one.
Do you see the excuse that Detroit Dartworks is coming up for not having the root beer? He talks about this root beer, and then he's not going to have the root beer. This tease. Oh. This absolute Schweinhund.
Oh.
Absolute rich.
That's a little dirty.
But he's apparently going to mail me some, so that makes up for it.
You know what? Fair enough. That makes sense.
Fair. That's fair.
It is.
It's all fair. It's all good. I have ordered a number of root beers online recently, and so far all but one arrived safely. I had an order of 13 from Texas, and they shipped it USPS, and it showed up looking like the box from the beginning of Ace Ventura: Pet Detective, and one of the bottles didn't make it.
That's amazing. There's only one that did not.
It really was very surprising that only one went down. I was expecting to open it up and just they were all be shattered, but luckily it was only one. And it smelled like a good one too. So you're like, Bundaberg, Bundaberg, Bundesberg.
Look at this. So far, a lot of people sounding out that they're going to be there. This is good.
Oh wow, 240. See, I thought it was going to be a lot smaller than that. That's awesome.
Is that what it's at right now?
They've got 240 plus registered apparently.
Never mind. There's always going to be that handful. I'll be more than a handful that show up the day up to register because they're like, I'll just do when I get there. So
yes, they do say you can, but they prefer if you don't. I did double check and make sure I was registered.
I did. Yes, I did. Which actually, so Michael Lake said one more question. I was wondering, what was last year's number and the year before that? Is this on average? Are we blowing it out of the water? Are we going higher? Up? Yeah. Because I feel that's a way more than it was last year, the year before. Last year, I remember because a bunch of us, you couldn't go just because of timing with Mayhem. It wasn't even Mayhem, it was something else. Myself, Andrew, and a couple other people, just because of all the conventions we were doing, it was just impossible to make it happen. Because I know last year a bunch of us wanted to go, but for timing, just couldn't make it work. Whereas I feel this year,
I think the year before that I was in Europe.
You were, you were, because I went with a bunch of us. I went with all the Maryland boys. Look at that.
Yeah, so they're growing. Nice.
That's fantastic. So let's say plus 20 to 40, it might go. We might hit 300. It might be just under 300. So I guess we'll see. But still, even if the 240 show up, that's amazing. You know what? Well done.
Yeah.
It's a testament to the events where it's like, all right, they put a lot of time and work into it. They really figure out what works, what doesn't work, and then really try to apply it to. It's kind of like, all right, this was a great year. What can we do next year? So changing it, but not changing it, therefore growing it.
Yeah, if Maryland Mayhem runs into issues being able to run their HVZ, it might.
It boost.
Might, but they'll find a venue.
Let's look at it this way. They created Maryland Mayhem when they thought, I got an idea and we should do some stuff, and they created it from nothing. They have a great team. They all know how to work together, and they can think out of the box. If anything, I'm not worried about it. I'm looking forward to it because it's going to be something.
Yeah, they'll find a venue. I have no doubt.
Absolutely. Oh my God, yeah.
There's got to be somewhere in the DC area.
Oh yeah, the greater DC area there will be. It's just finding the right option.
Yeah, I mean Ragnar Oktoberfest runs out of a high school, so.
Well, see, this also goes into what we've talked about many times before, Cap. It's the idea because now it not being on campus, you've now technically changed the HVZ, which means now as a separate event, you can actually charge for it. Once you can charge for it, now these other venues, which you didn't have the, obviously like when you're attached to an HVZ to the school, you get the school for free. It doesn't cost you anything. But now that's outside,
still does, but yeah,
not as much, right? Whereas now you're outside the venue, you can now charge for an HVZ. And as soon as you can charge for an HVZ, now you can afford a place. If you can afford a place, depending on what you charge, and it's something great, the door is now open. The door is now open for something that could potentially be very big and very cool.
Oh, a summer camp. Yeah, that would be fun. Summer camps, like I said, Ragnar Oktoberfest runs out of a high school, because I think it's a high school. Might be an elementary school, but it's a school. Still lots of buildings, lots of weird spaces, a lot of open spaces, a lot of corridors and tunnels and cool stuff. Dystopia Rising usually used some sort of a summer camp type location. So yeah, like I said, it's just a matter of finding a new venue, which will change the game, but possibly in good ways.
Well, it's just like you guys out in Portland finding the mall, the old store.
Yeah. Yep.
How'd that go last weekend, by the way?
It went beautifully. It went as good as the first one, maybe even a little bit smoother. Um, we made a couple of changes. I increased the amount of loner ammo and increased the ammo locations. So there was ammo reload at both spawn points this time. Previously, it was at a non-central location that led to a lot of issues. This made it a lot easier. They had also rearranged some of the stuff that's in the building so that it was actually a lot more symmetrical this time,
Oh,
which was really nice. The space we were in was more symmetrical, which was cool. We also had a larger proportion or larger percentage of new people. So the first one was mostly Borst veterans, so our local club, and it was because we hadn't had a Borst war yet. So
makes sense.
that Portland event was the first big Nerf event of the year, and so everyone came out of the woodwork for it. This second Portland event was the weekend after our first Borst event. So a lot of people had either, had their itch scratched or could only travel to one event and they went to the Borst one instead of Portland or whatever. So we had a lot more new people. And one thing we discovered is that we were not quite prepared for so many new people. They had also lowered the FPS cap for the inside game because it turned out 150 was a little spicy for how close quarters it ended up being.
Yeah.
So they lowered it to 130, which meant most of my loner half dart blasters were now too spicy. And so we had fewer loner blasters. I had lots of hammer shots. I had a bunch of rival blasters, but I didn't have any good loner half dart blasters. So you had all these people showing up with like Elite 2.0 blasters going up against
Oh,
people with Griffins and stuff,
yeah.
which isn't as much fun as it coulda, shoulda, oughta been. So that's one thing we discussed. We need to get a better loner pool going for those kinds of events, especially for the Portland event. The company is also Trackers is planning to invest in loner blasters as well, so they can start running their own events. So we were looking at okay, what are cheap and easy to use blasters that hit above 100 but under 130. So we're looking at things like the Outlaw, possibly the Venom.
Yeah.
Pretty much all Dart Zone.
Yeah.
I mean, what are you going to do? Buy Hasbro?
Wait, what is the maximum hit? Is it maximum 150 or down to 130? I can't remember.
I think it's closer to 150 out of the
It
box.
It is.
But there are ways of dealing with that. So I need to go through my half dart loaners and see how many. I know I've got a bunch of Nexuses that can probably easily be tuned down to 130 just with a spring cap.
Or a bunch of B cars too.
Yeah, scar barrels and spring catches. It should be easy to get it down to 130. The Strife X's are too spicy. There's no getting around that.
No.
The Venoms though can definitely get down to that low if you throw a scar in them. So very doable.
Tell the store if they're looking for a bulk sale on Venoms that we know some people.
Yeah, that's what I told him. Like I know a guy. Who might be able to hook me up with some Dart Zone blasters if I need them.
There we go.
What would really be cool is if I could get a bunch of Outlaws in red and then get a bunch of the blue ones and have team ones, red and blue Nightingale or Outlaws, because that's the team vest colors we have is red and blue. So I'm going to look into trying to get a bunch of Outlaws in those two colors.
Target always has those sales, and when they have the sales, the price drops down to actually pretty reasonable at the 25 round mark. And there's another one that's going to be coming too. So that one, we'll talk about it later. But yeah, I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, and they're hammer primed, they're revolvers, they're relatively idiot proof, which is why I favor hammer shots so much, because you can hand it to a small child and they can work it out without jamming it too badly. Whereas you give somebody something magazine fed, you have to deal with them understanding how it works. The newer stuff is easier because pretty much everything has skinny pushers now, which means you don't have to prime it to put the magazine in.
Yep.
Because that was the hardest thing that people always struggled with.
Oh, absolutely.
But most blasters don't have that. I'm pretty sure the Nexus does, though. So,
absolutely. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting close to that time. We're going to open up the phone lines.
Yeah, we've gone through our first half hour.
I have a request. First phone call in, Mr. Andy Work there. Figure out the phone number and call in, please. So no pressure on Andy. The only way this phone thing is going to work today is if Andy successfully calls us. If Andy does not successfully call us, the show is over and Taylor starts driving and I start packing. So again, Andy Work, no pressure on you. You're going to be the first caller. Figure it out. Call us. Maybe we should flash the number. Someone flash the number and make sure Andy gets it.
Wait a minute. Bill's doling out cash to wear his merch? I object. All I got was the free merch.
There's cash.
Apparently.
We should open the card that came with the shirt. Oh my God, that is funny. That is funny. Yeah, Andy Work, if you're still in there, he should be in there unless you went to get coffee. It's morning for him, or like 3 a.m. or some crazy hour like that. But who knows? But yeah, it is a call-in show today. We will be accepting calls, preferably about Survival Fest. But if there's other things, yeah, we'll consider it. If we really don't want to talk to you, it might end at 30 seconds and say, no, we don't want to do that today.
Portland pays me to run their events. I was going to do it for free, but they insisted on paying me. It almost covers the expenses of running the event for them.
See? That is good, man. That works. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
All right, you know what? I think we lost Andy. So let's open up the phone lines. We're going to open up the phone lines. Everyone can call in. Oh, anyways, in the meantime,
toyed with your emotions. The man behind the curtains is still man behind the curtaining.
What we're doing is building suspense.
Yes.
That way, it's like, should I call in now? Should I call in now? I don't want to call in.
Can I?
We are building suspense.
What else we got going on? Had a good chat with one of the representatives of Out of Darts. They've got some cool stuff coming that I can't talk about, but I know about it, and that makes me feel good.
Why did they tell you about it? Whose dumb idea was that?
Is it working? Is the phone working? Sure, blinking.
If the number is a flashing, that means you can call it.
717-722-5999. Give us a call. We'll give you grief. My ice is melting. Please
have your credit cards ready.
For 3 easy payments.
It's all fair. Trust me. It's great. It's great.
Well, of course we have a business license.
Well, yeah. Oh, that is funny. I was in Canada this past weekend.
What?
Apparently. I was in Canada this past weekend. Weekend. Thankfully, yes. I was a little concerned, unsure, but it went smoothly, which is good. And I came across, so one of my buddies for my birthday, he bought me, and the last time I was there was like around Christmas time. And usually I go back sooner, but it's just been a busier and crazier. Plus my hip is toast. But anyways, he ended up buying me 2 of the Halo blasters from the Hasbro Pro line, whatever the Hasbro line. The ones that take the battery. Yeah, whatever. I forget what whatever that's called. He bought it for me, but shipping delays when I was there in December, it hadn't come in yet. And I totally forgot about it and went to see him this weekend while we were in Canada. And sure enough, I came back with 2 of them across the border. Option to paint or mod 1, but I'm going to keep them both and just light them up with batteries and put them up somewhere.
Apparently, Andrew still can't get through. What?
Oh, you know who else? Michael Lasik. Yeah. Speaking of Survival Fest, Michael, call the number. We should talk to you and harass you about the event that you're in charge of over here.
Apparently or anyone else. They're in the middle of an online briefing. I don't know if he's doing that in addition to this. That was why I couldn't do the last of the online ones, is because it was during this show. We should just join in as part of the show.
Let's live.
And
Hey,
just give
call
them grief.
call in, live feed us into the into it. Oh, by the way, if you're going to Survival Fest and you haven't yet, the last of the online briefings is happening right now. So grab a second screen, steal a family member's laptop, run them both. Come on. I have
Well,
faith in
they
you. Figure it
started
out.
at 5, so it's probably over by now.
something.
I see no pizza. This pizza is unsubstantiated. The pizza is a lie.
It is. I just hear a lot of stories. All right, hold on one second.
There we go. Mike isn't giving the briefing. Make him call. Mike,
there it is.
call in so we can harass you.
I'm also in the middle of doing laundry. Be right back.
This man here, during our show, the man's washing his tights. Not even halfway. How long is this briefing? How long does it take you to explain how a zombie works? I know you got a lot of super zombies. Do you explain them, or do you just make them figure it out? I went to an HVZ once where they for one of the rounds are like, okay, we're going to test out some new supers. We're not going to tell you what their mechanic is. Good luck. We were all dead in 5 minutes. It was pretty hilarious. They decided that was a bad way to go about it. We agreed. But the whole event was playtesting zombie mode, so, you know, we knew what we were getting into. Oh, it started at 8. Okay, yeah, that was like 37 minutes ago. How long does a briefing take? Brief faster. It's supposed to be brief. It's in the name. Now it's just me yelling at the void. I've run out of ice. Now my drink is warm. I have. Has anyone ever... Who? Apparently we have a caller here at 717-972-5999. Hello, you're on Get Off My Lawn.
Hi. Can you hear me?
You? Yes. What do you want?
Michael Lasik, you asked me to call you?
I've lost interest.
What? I'm the one running the show this weekend.
Right. Well, then get on that. What are you doing wasting time here?
You asked me to call. I wasn't the one running the briefing. Everyone told me to call. I am so excited to have both of you guys in attendance this weekend.
Oh, it's gonna be fun.
We are knee deep in a million things. This has been a year-long endeavor.
What's the man got to do to get to be a tank?
We will see about that, and I have made that note to see about making sure you get the opportunity to do so, whether that be some point in Mission Zero or at another point over the weekend. If people haven't had a chance, check out the Survival Fest YouTube. We're putting little hype videos, getting people introduced to some of the characters, some of the story and world for this year's game. You get to meet the lovely Everly Dealer, our local town influencer cryptid hunter.
Nice.
As you hear about her stories around town. It's a really good time, and I'm excited for the story of the game, just everything about it. Convention's going to be fantastic. Praying the rain doesn't become too much of an issue, because we call them skills competitions. They're activities, target range, dueling competition. People like playing a version of Marco Polo. They enjoy it. I know at one point we're going to basically run a HVZ mini games, like what you might see at like a local park war. Give people a chance to get comfortable with things all on Friday.
Survive as long as you can. Go.
Yeah, that sort of stuff. So that's all Friday. Mission 0 Friday night. 0.5 will be the very first mission once gameplay is live. It's going to be high risk, high reward. Definitely worth doing for those that want to come out for it. Then we've got a bunch of missions Saturday, and then Sunday we'll wrap up, and then I get to sleep.
Well done, Michael. I'm looking forward to it, man. I was able to attend 2 years ago, and it was so much fun.
Yep.
Last year, because of scheduling, we couldn't do it, and we felt so bad, but I love it that this year the stars have aligned and we're all going, so this is going to be a lot of fun. And I guess if there's a situation where you need 2 tanks that kind of look alike, we might be able to find some people for you.
That could be fun.
Absolutely. I was going to say, if you remember the videos from 2 years ago, we've done bigger and better for like the briefings and stuff. I'm looking forward to all of it.
What time are the briefings on Friday?
Friday, there is a safety briefing at, I want to say 5:15 to 6:15, and then Mission Zero briefing is at, I'm off. I would need to check the schedule. I know Mission Zero, I believe the briefing 6:45 to 7, somewhere in that ballpark. Someone from the team that's watching can yell at me, or I can pull it up on our lovely website. Give me one.
Well, the good news is too. Once we're there on Friday, we'll also, because we're going to be at the convention and it's easy to find out. We'll know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Actually, I had a question for you, Al. Are you doing Thursday night load-in and setup tomorrow night, or are you coming in Friday morning?
Oh, that's right. I could do that, couldn't I?
Yeah.
Send me details. Then, yeah, depending on when I get, because I should get in early enough that I might do that. Yeah, that'd be good. Send me details, and I might do that.
They should be in your email, but it should be between 7 to 10 p.m. We sent out an email with everyone letting them know. So you can set up, have everything ready to go. We've opened it to all vendors. I'm excited. We've got Containment Crew, Silver Fox, the whole SCRD team present. All kinds of, obviously, the whole Detroit conglomerate from Detroit Dartworks, Old Fusion Designs, Detroit Dart Talk. It's really cool. The local club, besides partnering with us, had pooled money and is one of our top tier sponsors. So just an amazing outpouring from the community for this year's event.
You're doing something right, man. Well done, buddy.
Cool. Right.
Okay.
Time's up. Get off the lawn.
Bye.
Thanks.
We'll probably call in again later because we'll have more questions.
Again, yeah, he might say, call back. We have more questions. Oh, that's it. I think Andy's trying to continue to dial. I'm not sure if can we accept international callers there behind the curtain?
I know he's called in before, but I don't know if things have changed.
So is the web link that we have posted, is that a good link or is that an old link?
Should.
Andy Work, use the link. Don't dial from your phone. Wherever the link is. Is it down in the description? Oh, yeah, there it is. Right there. Click on that link and use it, Andy. Mr. Andy Work.
All right. 5:15 to 6:15, safety briefing. And
totally
Mission Zero briefing is at 6:45.
Being able to load in on Thursday is pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah. They also let you, you can check into the dorm Thursday and stay until Monday. Is there in fact HVZ stuff going on Sunday? I was under the impression that there was more HVZ going on Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday morning.
Okay. Yeah, we briefly considered leaving Sunday, but then we wouldn't have an opportunity for a shower. And
which
that's
makes
just
for some great traveling.
That's just inconsiderate to whoever is sitting in the plane with us. Apparently, we have a caller. We have another caller here at 717-722-5999. Hello, you're on Get Off My Lawn. What do you want?
Hey, it's your favorite teammate, and also we're out of Diet Coke again, Al. What the heck?
Hang up on him.
You know, if you're gonna be the bitch, make sure to deliver it and not complain about it. Like come on, man.
Well, also,
you give a guy,
there are
you
children watching this stream, Al. Try to keep this vulgarity and
shirt. Why did you tell me we were wearing the same shirt?
Why are we even letting people in on these phone calls and stuff like that? Why do we do stuff like that?
Who's supposed to be?
Because I'm your favorite teammate. That's why.
Who's vetting this thing? I honestly don't know who you are.
You were. Now you're falling. You're falling drastically. Like drastically. Like so much so
my
that
favorite teammate.
Exactly. You're like you are now at the bottom. You have surpassed maritime foam as the worst.
Ooh. Okay. Hey, I'm sorry.
No,
Whoa.
Who
We can
was the
talk
guy who
about this.
kept making us not be last? Is that this Mook? Are you the one who kept winning rounds?
No, that's Trey.
No,
Trey's
that
our
was
favorite
Trey.
teammate.
I thought this was Trey.
No,
Well, I'm the
it's
youngest,
Nate.
so I'll hold that title. What's up,
There
guys?
it is. What's happening, Nate?
Not too much. Just wanted to pop in, say hello. I'm at Dart Sweep's house.
Are you guys
And
Beyblading?
Chewy says hello. We are. We're
Of
watching
course
the
you are. You
stream
guys
as
are
we
so
blade.
addicted.
Do me a favor.
It's his fault.
Go to his dryer and steal the lint trap.
I will do that. I'll
Bring me
also
his lint
get
trap.
you a bottle of root beer. I'll bring you a
That'd
bottle
be
of root
cool
beer
too.
too, Cap, while I'm at it.
Awesome. Yes. Out of darts, lint trap, and a bottle of root beer.
Roger that, Cap.
Oh, that is funny, man.
Oh man.
So
That
is
was
Andrew
great.
packed or is he packing sometime tomorrow?
I have no clue. He told me he did the briefing, but that's about it.
So he's not packed. He's
Other
going
than
to
that, I
pack
know
tomorrow.
nothing.
So
Probably
again,
gonna
for
pack
those
tomorrow,
following along at home that don't know, that is Nate, who is also a member of Team Mega Double XL, and then he's also on the Dart
off
Zone
my lawn.
commercials. He's become the Dart Zone poster boy somehow,
geez.
just yelling at people and things. And then he's over
I don't
at
know how.
Andrew, aka Dart Sweep
Dart Sweep.
House. I see. I'm glad he called because there's clearly a pandemic that's arising and we need to address it. It's this thing called Beyblades, which is apparently overtaking much of the hobby where they'd rather Beyblade instead of fling foam. And seriously, this has become a problem. And I think we need to have like a Beyblade burning or something on a front lawn to show our protest.
I blame Walcom.
I blame Dart Sweep. It's all his fault.
Is it? Must be in league with
It's
Walcom then.
definitely
Why is he a Beyblader?
maybe.
Yeah, Walcom is.
Ah, there we go. See?
I'll tell the sweep that.
He won't care. He'll still play.
I don't understand the company
That's
that
true.
he keeps.
Is he bringing it to Survival Fest?
Yes, I did. I just had to yell at Cordell.
Of course. So yeah, there you go. Half of the Maryland Foam Alliance is over at Andrew's house.
Right, your time's up. Remember your mission. Now get off my lawn.
Oh, do we finally have him? All right, bring him on and post that photo, please.
Awesome.
Hello.
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 Hello?
Are you sure you had him? Did he hang up on you?
717-722-5999. Hello, you're on.
Turn on your mic, Andy. It's not working.
If it's got a little red line through it, that's bad. Because it means it's off.
Plug in the mic. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, if you live in the Maryland area, Andrew usually has a lot of things happen at his house. So it's don't worry if you missed one. There'll sure enough in a few weeks or sooner than that something happening at Andrew's house, whether it be Nerf related, Beyblades, or just hanging out. Because the man, his house is almost like a little Dave and Buster's. He has an arcade center, a portion of arcades. He has a pool table, an air hockey table, and there's like a garage with you. It's no wonder everyone goes there all the time.
What? Hello?
Who? All right.
He's going to try again. In the meantime, if you want to dial in, the number is 717-722-5999, and you can dial in and we'll yell at you. L.
In the meantime, the reason we're trying to get Andy Works to call in is that as broad as our community is, what's been brought to our attention that's happened in the last about 3 weeks is one named Arlen. He is part of the community, and he died actually quite suddenly and tragically unexpectedly. As a result, there has been a GoFundMe that has been set up There'll be a picture. You'll see exactly what he looks like. And I know I never met him or really I talked to him, but I do recall having him like and interact with some of the posts I've had. So again, he did pass away a few weeks ago, and there has been a GoFundMe set up for it. So Andy Work has been really spearheading to getting the word out about it. And so we'll have him on to talk more about it. But if you want more information, go check out Andy Work's Facebook page. Actually, also the different communities. I had shared Andy's post about it. It's a good short little clip that really brings you up to speed in terms of what happened, what's being done, and how you can help out. So that's part of what we wanted to share here. And again, if you can give any little help, any little thing does help, or just sharing and letting other people know, it's just trying to help people in need is what we do here. So again, it's right there. His name is Arlen. And when we get Andy, when we get Andy sorted out, we'll get him on for a few minutes, maybe longer than 3 to talk about it. So that's the big thing we wanted to share, which is why we're trying to get Andy connected here. All right. In the meantime, we have a caller.
We have a caller.
Hello,
Who are you? What do you want?
I'm Sam from New Jersey, and
Aha.
I recently did my first bit of HVZ.
Excellent. How was it?
I hit the deck twice in 2 separate rounds because it was like one of those small clubs, less than 10 people showed up, just running a couple rounds of HVZ.
Cool.
First round, I just tripped while running. I managed to get back up without getting tagged somehow. The second round, I was a starting zombie, and I rushed at someone, but they tagged me. They hit me, and I stopped too quick, twisted my leg, and it's still not fully all the way good yet. And it's been like 2.5 weeks.
This is why I don't run anymore. I would break myself.
You and me both, man. I just can't. Well, now with a hip, I couldn't if I wanted to.
Yeah. What are you getting that new hip? Anyway, did you get any tags?
Yeah. No, I had to sit out the rest of the HVZ, but I was able to participate in the PvP later on.
Oh, cool. Cool.
Did you enjoy?
Fun fact. I had a blast. Unfortunately, I had to drive like 15 minutes out to Philadelphia to get there.
15 minutes? 15 whole minutes?
50.
Yeah, my grocery store's 45 minutes from me. I don't want to hear this.
I was going to say, just to give you an idea, Sam, when you got to Washington State, you know what's close for them? 30 minutes is close. Everything else is an hour to 2 hours away.
Yeah, well, I guess
I'm
a New Jersey boy, okay? Cut me some slack.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it.
The world is smaller over there. It's like Europe.
Yeah. But this group's, they also have separate FPS caps for PvP and HVZ, of course. But their cap for HVZ is 185.
That's insane.
Agreed.
That sounds extremely unpleasant and unnecessary.
I currently have my uncle printing. What?
Do they give you Kevlar?
No. But cowboy hats. But basically, they say like head to gear or armor do not count within reason, and by long-established tradition, cowboy hats count as armor.
At 185 FPS, man, yeah, let me wear what I want because
185 at point blank range, I'd be in full riot gear.
Yeah, swinging.
I am working on a shield.
Yeah, there you go.
Smart.
But I am also currently for HVZ, the only like primer I have it is below because I have an NPX which is too high. So I used my Mark III, my DDP Mark III, which you can get those for $40 on earthandblasters.com. But I currently have my uncle printing me a Torrent RS2.
Ooh.
Nice.
Well, that's shiny. Torrent. Unfortunately, your time is up. Get off my lawn.
Bye-bye.
I'm tempted to print my own Torrent RS2. It looks pretty cool and easy, and I have a couple of Torrents, so why not?
Captain, are you going to Armageddon? I'm not. I've never been to an Armageddon. I think I was invited to Armageddon like 7 years ago or something. Just show up with a moose. Just be pegging zombies with Mega from the next county.
There it is. Armageddon is in New Jersey in August. But yeah,
no.
I know. Well, if someone wants to keep buying you plane tickets, great. But otherwise, yeah.
Yeah, if someone wants to fly me to Armageddon, I'm not going there on my own. That sounds.
There it is. I haven't been yet. It's a lot of fun, but it is also hot, and I mean hot, man, because it's August in Jersey.
I don't want to do nothing in August. I think. Yeah, we are doing Borst in August. That's gonna be rough. We're also doing Borst in July, so you know.
When is
and then we're skipping September and we're doing the last Borst in October.
Not the same weekend as October Ragnarok, is it? Is it Rag?
I think you might be thinking of the wrong event, Al. I think you might be thinking APOC.
Oh yeah. What was I
Armageddon's
talking about?
Armageddon's in California.
Oh, yes, I was thinking APOC. Yeah, strike everything I said from the record.
APOC, BPOC, CPOC. Are they up to a CPOC? When are they get to? I'll attend when they get to a DPOC.
Yeah. I just crossed those two. Yeah, never mind what he said. Okay. When is Rag? Do we have a date?
There's a bird on my roof. I have no idea.
Right.
I think it's the second weekend. I thought I heard that. That could be a lie, though.
When's the Borsa one?
We have a caller here at 717-722-5999. Hello, you're on Get Off My Lawn. Who are you, and what do you want?
Hi.
Hello?
Steven. Hello.
Hello.
It's Steven. I'm gonna be going to Survival Fest, running a brand new squad.
Ooh.
Tell us more.
Yeah, what's your loadout?
Yeah. Well, I have a loadout of about 500 darts, 13 for primary for 18 rounders, and I think it's 16 Nightingale magazines.
Yep, you're pretty heavy.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I am the only heavy in the group.
Somebody's got to do it.
Yeah, so it'll be fun trying to see if I manage to stay alive past mission 1.
Trick will be trying to keep everyone else alive.
Yeah.
How many people?
Or they run away and leave you to die. But then you get the glorious last stand in the stories.
True. I'm bringing 4 brand new people, so hopefully
excellent.
I can herd the cats.
Oh yeah. Hopefully they're not the panicky type. I had to deal with some new players at Maryland Mayhem that were panicky. Like, my dude, there's no need to panic. They're not actually going to eat our brains.
Yeah, no, panicky people are not fun. It's normally what gets you killed.
Yeah, and the thing is they usually survive, and that's what's so irritating. Is they panic and run and get you tagged because they weren't covering you when you thought you were, and then yeah.
Yeah, oh no, my back.
Yeah. Don't trust anyone.
Have you been to Survival Fest before, Steven?
No, the last time I went to Athens was for the Destiny game that PTC ran.
Nice. So this is your first Survival Fest then?
Yes, it is my very first Survival Fest.
Mine too.
And where are you traveling in from?
Cincinnati, actually. So I don't have too bad of a drive.
Well, that's not bad.
How long is that?
2.5 hours.
Oh yeah, that's nothing. Nothing. People keep asking me if I'm going to drive. It's like a 2-day drive. No, I'm not driving.
And you hate driving.
I hate driving. I would happily take a train, but it'd probably be a week-long train trip.
Probably.
Because we've got no high-speed rail in America.
Why would we do that?
No.
That is unfortunate.
So where'd you find these new people? You've got 15 seconds. Explain where you found the news.
I actually found them at work and managed to talk them into going.
Nice. Well done.
Nice.
built everyone's
Oh.
loadout for them and just handed them blasters. And it's like, I have enough kit to field all 5 of you.
Excellent. That's the way to get them
Steven,
hooked. Take
come
them
by
to
my table. Free
Take them to
stickers
something like
for you for
Survival
that.
Fest is the way to get them hooked. All right, your time's up. Get off my lawn. We'll see you in 2 days
Yes,
or tomorrow. What day is it? Is it Wednesday?
it is.
It is confirmed. Ragnarok Oktoberfest will be the weekend of the 10th, so the second weekend in October.
And right now, I think I'm going.
I'm going.
Maybe I should tell my wife. Well, I think that was it. Instead of going to your house, we're just going to Rag.
Yeah, that was the thing. Is the last couple of years we didn't go to Rag last year. We went to my place, and I think we should go to Rag this time.
We'll go to Rag.
Yeah.
I should tell my wife.
It's a good one. It's comparable to Maryland Mayhem, and it's got all the parts: the tournament, the convention, the war, the HVZ, or rather the HVZ, the Stalking Dead. And it's cowboy themed again.
it.
So we get I've still got my cowboy hat.
I got to make a new one to give away. Are you flying to Rag or are you driving?
I will probably fly because it's like a 16-hour drive, and I don't wanna.
All right, yeah.
It's a 16-hour drive or like a 2-hour flight. And you're like, why? Why would I drive?
Yeah. No.
I did the drive once or twice. I think I did it twice. And you're like, I can fly.
Do you think they'll let me fly with a spiky skulled hard hat cowboy hat
In your
on my
checked
head?
luggage, you can put an actual firearm in checked luggage.
I mean, on my head, man.
No, I don't think
Why?
they will.
It's a hat. It's plastic.
I don't think they're gonna. But I'd like to see you try. I would love to be a fly on the wall for that. I would put that on TikTok. Round bearded man gets tackled by TSA.
And they stole his hat. Hello.
Hey, you made it.
Andy, you made it.
Finally. Hang on, I just got to turn that sound down. That's better.
All right, explain yourself. Now you've turned it down too far.
Now he's down too far.
You've turned it off.
Sorry, what's that?
What?
Just making sure you're still there, Andy.
Yeah. It's a hell of a lag.
Oh, I have no doubt.
Oh my God, I believe it.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what,
Sorry
Andy.
about that, guys. It would have helped if I knew you were gonna. It would have helped if I knew you were going to ask for me, and I could have got this set up beforehand.
We got a couple hours, and you know what? Well, for you, it's like what, dark 30. So it's like, yeah, Andy, you should be up in the middle of the night to talk to us. The fact that you are and you're available, so we appreciate it, and that's why we want to make sure to put you on. So then, if you want, as I talked about Arlen briefly before, if you want to just give the general rundown in terms of what happened and what you're trying to do. Just waiting for the lag to catch up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, guys. Now, sorry, but it's like a 30-second delay between what
We
you
could-
say and what I hear. But here we go.
Yeah, you're not on the clock.
Go ahead.
I got an email, a message on my. I got a message on my one of my Facebook feeds from Arlen's wife out of the blue last Thursday. Arlen had. I can't even do it like that because I'm hearing myself. All right, now I'm gonna have to speak like this without hearing you because that's the only way I can do it with the setup I've got. So here we go. I got a message on my Facebook page from Arlen's wife. Arlen had passed away after a short 2-week illness. It was that quick. He's a guy who sent a lot of videos into my, a lot of images and build details into my Show Me the Modded thing. As you know, formerly Captain Xavier's. He really liked his takedowns. I thought his work was great. It was very straightforward. I felt it was very similar to Al's work, the way he does. Very straightforward, clean lines, nice paint. Now, what's happened is, because this is such a sudden event, his family are in really deep financial straits, because I don't know what happens over there, but apparently probate can take up to 2 months, and they're on the verge of losing their house. So I posted a couple of videos and a couple of requests and a link to a GoFundMe, and I think the community's responded. I don't know. I can't track who's donating what money, but it's shot up, and they're almost there. It's really good. If people watching this could just go in and donate a few bucks, I mean, if we could get 100 nurses to donate $5 each, they'd make their gold. So I will post the link to the GoFundMe in the chat, and you guys can take it to there. And I really appreciate you doing this, because he's one of our own, and we should help each other. It's that simple. And I know it's getting kind of stressful over there, so I wanted to help out Marsha, because she approached me. I offered to do this stuff. I've got no problem with that. I consider anybody who contributes to my site to movies a friend, so I'm going to always help a friend. That's it, guys. If you can give a couple of bucks, please do. Help this family out. He's got 4 kids and a wife, and they're right on the knife edge at the moment. Okay, guys, I'll get back to you.
Perfect. Thanks again, Andy.
Thank you.
So yeah, it's right there if you can, and it's amazing. Sometimes all it takes is $1. If you got more, if you can or can't, if you can share it, that'd be wonderful. It's what we do. That's what makes our community great, is we try to take care of one another, especially when the need is real. And if you're curious about it, go check out Andy Works' YouTube channel. Show Me the Modded Thing, and you'll find some of the things that he has made. And sometimes we don't always equate people with projects, but sometimes you see a blaster and you realize, oh wait, that's him. So if you want to do that, you can. Again, Andy's going to post the information, the links for it. Go check it out. Please feel free to share it. If you can donate, that'd be great. As he explained why, sometimes when this happens, it is hard and just to get by. So thanks again, Andy, for calling in, letting us know. And yeah, Cap, you got anything?
No, I think it's been covered.
Well, yeah, that's happening. And we'll probably be talking about a Survival Fest this weekend as well. So thanks again. And again, if you can share it, if you can donate, that is wonderful. And apparently also, I think his wife will be auctioning off some of his items when we have information as to where that will be. And when that happens, we'll make sure that it is known. All right. Now that we've had Andy call in, again, the phone line is open. If you want to call in and ask about other things, feel free. Let us know. Talk to us. Otherwise, the two of us will just ramble on until we decide I got to pack and he's got to drive.
Yeah. You can call in at 717-722-5999, and we will give you grief. If you're going to be at Survival Fest, you'll get grief in person. This will be my 4th major event in 3 weeks. I might be just a scotch grumpy.
So wait, which 4 have you done in the last 3 weeks? Tell us.
Maryland Mayhem, Borst, and the Portland event, and then it'll be this one, back to back to back.
And then you're going to hiding.
And then I'm fleeing to Salt Lake City to recover.
Oh, for the record, if you're looking at the Survival Fest, especially on Friday, and you notice the convention that Captain Xavier was around, but he is no longer around, and you notice a lump behind my Al the Geek sign on the floor that resembles him, do him a favor, just let him lie there. Sometimes it's just, some of us can go all day. Some of us need a recharge and not people so much.
Like
him going
at that
there,
point, just shoot me.
Yeah, if he's back there, it's not because he's looking for one-on-one time. He's looking for, leave me alone, let me recharge, then I'll come talk to you. So just in case you see him back there, just wait till he reappears again. I feel it's not a Nerf con unless at some point you lie down behind my booth.
Pretty much a tradition.
It
But it
is
definitely does
tradition now.
help. Yeah, I plan to eat a lot of cheesecake and root beer and drink a lot of root beer in Salt Lake City. Like I said, I will be visiting the last remaining root beer store in America that I've been able to find, anyway. There used to be 2 in the Seattle area, plus a place called Chugs that was also nothing but root beer. And they have tragically all closed down. And now the only place to get that gourmet root beer is some guy sells it out of his house in East Seattle. You send him an email, he gives you a time, you show up, you go up a flight of stairs through some wooded area and knock on a door, and he hands you root beer. It's surreal.
Secret knock. It's a
Yeah.
secret knock. Hey man, you got the stuff?
Yeah. Yeah, I ended up doing a root beer pilgrimage at Maryland Mayhem because somebody tipped me off to a soda store that had a whole wall of root beer. And I got so much root beer there, we qualified for the bulk discount. I didn't have any way to get it home, though. So Al, me, and crewman Andrew, we sat down and we drank 12 bottles of root beer. And some of it was really good. And some of it wasn't.
Nope. But we have photographic evidence.
Yeah.
Rocket survived.
Rocket drank us under the table. It was fabulous. We each drank a quarter of a bottle of each bottle, and then we poured the last all into a jug and made root beer jungle juice, and it was surprisingly good.
And again, why? Because it didn't smell good, but it tasted exactly like
A&W. It turns out A&W is just the generic middle of the road root beer. But it tasted like the A&W you get if you go to the restaurant. So it's the A&W on tap is what it tasted like.
Maybe we figured out the secret. A&W just
what
buys
about my
up...
shirt? Why does Al get all the love? I got the same shirt. And we did not plan that.
No. We are slowly becoming the same person.
Slowly but surely.
Slowly but surely. Oh, this is funny. No, I was going to say A&W, we clearly figured out what they do. They wait till these root beer companies are about to go under, buy up all their stock, and they have giant vats. And they just mix it all together.
Just pour it all together.
That's what they do. And they just add like a scent. So I was like, no, this is good stuff. We figured you out, A&W. We know.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to Salt Lake City to hit the last root beer store. I'm also going to be hitting a bunch of Lego stores. Crewman Rocket and I also did that at Maryland Mayhem, which is also how I recovered and managed to not get too terribly grumpy throughout that event.
Yeah, truth.
We went on the pilgrimage for the root beer. We went on the pilgrimage to a bunch of different Lego stores. We hit like 5, I think, over the course of the event. Boylan's, yes. I do have Boylan's. Somebody brought me a bottle of Boylan's at Maryland Mayhem, but I had already had it. It's good. It's good.
No, wait. Didn't you hit 2 Lego stores on the Thursday, and then you hit 4 on the Sunday?
We hit 3 more on Sunday. There was a 4th that we didn't get to because we got suckered by a decoy.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right. I think you said caller. I think we have a caller.
We have a caller?
I think
Hello?
so.
Hello?
Man behind the curtain? Hello. Who are you? What do you want? How did you get here?
It's Sam I Am.
Hi.
Sam.
We had another Sam. I've thought it was you. There's too many Sams.
No.
The I Am, the one that likes green eggs and ham.
Have you had green eggs and ham?
Don't tell anyone.
I have. I did that once. I put food coloring in my breakfast. Anyway, go on.
Okay. Yeah, I'm very excited for Survival Fest. I haven't got ready yet because I'm only 2 hours away. No, not even 2 hours. Like an hour away. Because I'm pretty close to Athens. Yeah. So I haven't packed yet, but I'm just gonna be bringing probably the same stuff that I brought to Maryland Mayhem. Not change much.
The
only thing I'll change probably is have a Proud Papa on my super spam for the specials.
Yeah. You gotta have something that fires Mega or Mega XL.
The Proud Papa, it fits perfectly on the rail of the super spam or just spam.
Nice.
If it was a Mighty Mama, it would be too big, but Proud Papa fits perfectly. So pretty happy about that, even though I don't have Mighty Mama, but
One day.
Yep. Actually, the Prop Papa was like one of the first blasters or frames I bought from Out of Darts.
I have a lot of good stuff. I need to go raid their
Oh,
warehouse
yes,
again when
they
they're not
do.
looking. We got all
Yeah,
the good
their
stuff.
customer service is top notch. I think everyone can
yeah.
agree with this.
Yes, it is.
What else you got, Sam?
I was going to tell you something, and then the thought popped out of my head.
That happens.
It happens a lot.
Yeah.
We can be distracting. That's also the problem. Was it something about Survival Fest?
That too.
Was it about the game, or was it about the convention?
Oh, I won't be there
we
Friday, sadly, because that Friday is my mom's birthday.
You can't miss that.
So I won't be there. Yep. I have the best mom in the world. She brings me to all of my Nerf events. She took me all the way to Maryland and brought me to the tournament, the 11-hour HVZ. Well, not the 11-hour, since it was Mother's Day. My uncle actually brought me for the 11-hour. But he's brought me to every Nerf war I've ever gone to. I mean, I just got the best mom. I mean,
Sam, you have the best mom. You better buy her something nice and be nice to her. I met her. She's lovely.
Cake.
Oh yeah,
there better be cake.
Awesome. So she's of course taking me.
Wish her a happy birthday from us.
Oh yeah, I will. So she won't probably see you guys since we won't be there Friday. We'll be there Saturday and Sunday. So I'll tell her.
Are you gonna drag your dad out too, or is he too busy?
He never really. He's a truck driver, so he doesn't have time to go to the events.
That makes sense.
Sucks. He's gone to one of my local events with me, and that was tons of fun. Every time I get something from the hobbies and stuff, I'll show him like, Dad, look at what I got and stuff. He'll be like, oh, that's really cool. My most favorite blaster, his favorite blaster that I own is my Worker Seagull because he loves the real steel feel of it.
Yeah. Seagull is nice. All right, your time is up. Let's get off the lawn. We will see you in Athens.
Sam, come by my booth, and I'll give you stickers for your dad's truck.
Yeah, there you go.
All right,
or your Seagull,
next.
if nothing else. Apparently, we've got another caller already lined up here at 717-722-5999. Get off my lawn. Who are you and what do you want?
Hey, I'm Seth. I'm from the Maryland Mayhem mod team. I have lots of lost and found stuff, including your lipos. And
hooray!
I was everything
going to ask about that.
Fest.
Hooray!
Nice.
I was sure I was never going to see those again. I was pretty sure I left them on the hood or the top of my rental car and then drove off. So I'm amazed they were recovered.
Yes. No, I can't promise you they work. I have not tested them.
What?
But
were they run over?
I don't know. I mean, if they fell off your car.
Well,
yeah,
they looked like they were fine in the picture. Also, they're not ones that I actually need for this event, so that'll be fine. They're backup batteries for my Pew Pew, but I'm only bringing one Pew Pew, so I'm good. And the other is I think it's a 4S for the 3D printed solid proton pack. So yeah, cool, awesome. I'm glad that is going to make it there.
So Seth, tell us, you're gonna be at Survival Fest. Tell us where people can find you if they got missing, if you got their missing stuff.
We're gonna hunt you
I will
down.
be at the ZIA booth on Friday, and then I will probably So if you aren't there on Friday, I'll be there Saturday and Sunday. I will have a white trash bag with me with a bunch of stuff. So if you see anyone like that, just go talk to them if you're missing stuff.
All right.
Dude, that's awesome. Now, cool. I'm guessing you're starting off as an OZ?
No, I'm actually not, which is change of pace. No, I really want to do the mission 0.5 as a human because I think it's going to be very high intensity, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun to do that. And then if I'm lucky, I do that, and then I play next day, and then mission 1.5. I don't know if you read the schedule, but there's a mission 1.5 or 3.5 maybe as well that I think is Saturday at midnight. And I'm hoping I make it to that as well, and maybe then I die, and then I get to play zombie for the rest of the game. But yeah, we're gonna have a fun time.
I plan to be asleep for mission 0.5, and I'm hoping to be dead by noon on Saturday. So
yeah,
Seth, I just want to let you know you can't be a tank because apparently Captain Xavier has decided that he's the tank. So I just want to so you don't get your hopes up.
There's going to be 300 odd people here. There can be more than one tank.
Yeah. See,
I will share the tankiness.
Apparently, he's making up rules as he goes along now,
I want my noodle.
There it is. Oh, that's awesome.
All right, your time's up. Get off my lawn. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks,
probably.
Seth.
Or Friday.
Yes.
We got another caller already? Just one after another here at 717-722-5999. Welcome to Get Off My Lawn. What do you want?
Good evening, you grumpy old mooks. How you guys doing?
How very dare you impugn my good name in this scurrilous manner?
You listen. You guys are way too
grumpy. Dare you
grumpy.
describe me so accurately on my own show?
I just wanted to say I can't wait. Not much, guys. How you guys doing?
Good.
Wanted to say to everybody, can't wait to get down to Athens and hang out with you guys. I did procure some root beer. I think three different kinds that you've never tried, Cap.
Really?
So, yeah, they're all from Canada. So,
ooh, what do you got?
Beer.
I'm not going to tell you because there's other Canadians coming, and I don't want them to buy it. So you just have to wait.
There. I don't know that I have any. I have no idea where actually a lot of the stuff I've had came from, but I know there's lots of root beers I haven't had. So
I'll tell you, it wasn't easy because everywhere I went, there was always really cool, interesting new root beer, but they were all things that are made in the U.S. and all things that you've already had. So
the list I've had is getting long.
Yeah, it is. But these, I know two of them for sure not on your list. One is on your list and you haven't had it yet. So
interesting. Have you seen my list?
I did. Yeah.
Where did I
went
put
through the
my
list. I can't tell you how and who I had to bribe to get that list. So that's a story for another day.
I shared it with somebody recently, but I don't remember who. The list is in the open, folks. If you can get your hands on it, you can get the goods.
I want my button. When I get there, I want you smiling and saying thank you very much. Here's your button. Okay.
We can negotiate the terms.
If I may interject, you're lucky.
The buttons are packed, so the buttons will be there. So I will have the buttons.
Let's be honest. After this, if you had time, you'd get off the air and you'd make him a special button that'd be derogatory to a family member of his and give it to him regardless if he had a root beer or not.
Is this that move?
He's always he's always this derogatory, okay? He's always.
I don't know what it is about this man that makes me into such a bully. I genuinely don't. It's kind of alarming. Like, it worries me.
We're gonna end up. It'll be in the middle of a battle, and you and I will get into a scuffle right in the middle of the game, and everybody's gonna wonder what's going on.
Yeah,
it'll be over cheesecake.
It probably will. Yeah, probably.
Right, it'll be over cheesecake.
Well, your time is up. So I will see you in a couple of days. I look forward to this new root beer, and I will try to be nice and smiley. I'll get off my lawn.
I'm surprised you haven't made him a pin.
Favorite band of root beer. Sprecher is still my favorite.
Sprecher it is. Yeah.
Sprecher is still my favorite. It's just delicious. It really is.
As you get the caller, quick little update. Andy just shared 125 raised in the last few minutes. If there's anybody watching, that is amazing. Thank you all so much. That is fantastic.
Yes. You are wonderful people. All right. 717-722-5999. Hello, you are on Get Off My Lawn. And who are you and what do you want?
Hi there. I'm Sean. I was just scrolling through my YouTube homepage, and I was like, oh, they're live. Maybe I should call in. So, hello.
Hello. Swampcat
hello.
says hello also.
Yeah, I'm assuming this live stream is about Survival Fest, as given by the title.
Partly. That's also just Nerf in general.
But mostly Survival Fest.
Mostly Survival Fest.
Yep.
And Rip Bear.
I shall be there. I'm going to be leaving tomorrow morning for Ohio.
Excellent. Excellent.
How long's your ride?
8 hours, 480 miles.
Oh, where are you coming in from?
Franklin, North Carolina.
Good Lord. Been a while since I've been to North Carolina.
It has been. Is this your first Survival Fest?
First HVZ.
Ooh.
So,
ought to be a good one.
I'm expecting to get tagged out just about immediately, but we'll see. I'm mainly in it for the footage. Gotta have that footage. Love footage.
That'll be a lot. Yeah, good HVZs get a lot of good footage if you can be in the right place at the right time, which is easy once you're a zombie.
Truth.
So maybe I want to get tagged out early.
Well, both perspectives.
Yeah.
By the way, it'll be good.
My Maryland Mayhem footage came out pretty good. Happy with that. So,
You're the one that filmed right by the net, right to our left, aren't you?
I sure am.
That's what I thought it was.
The truth comes out.
He's been ratted out.
Yep.
Dude, that's awesome. Have you spliced together your Mayhem footage, or are you still kind of in the editing phase?
All the rounds played have been cut down and put in a big compilation with timestamps, so you could skip to any round that you want to see and just watch it. So that took quite a many hours to do, and then
I say that has to have taken a quick minute.
Seriously.
Yeah.
That is
dedication.
dedication.
I got another video of a vlog going to Washington D.C. and going the 11th hour blaster war, and I plan on making a highlight reel for that. So.
Yeah, that'd be.
So then, do you do this for a living, or is it just something like editing and stuff like that, or is it just something you like to do in your spare time?
I call it a hobby or just something I do in my spare time. My career is going to be a tugboat deckhand, so they don't exactly cross.
You never know. I do computer stuff, man. So I run around the world doing Nerf. Yeah.
Never mind the footage you get from a tugboat deck.
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah, but it's just not as good.
Rain. Also, your time's up. We will see you at the event. Now get off my lawn. Another one coming in. What do we got going on in the chat? Donations are doing well. Found myself getting tagged in the head in his videos. Doing the whole tournament, every round in its own timestamp thing. That is a lot of dedication, and that is a really cool thing to have created for the people who attended, because they'll be able to watch themselves.
Oh my God, absolutely.
And he was at center court, so he's got to have pretty decent footage.
He was right there where we were, and he had on the stick, so he was able to film over coaches and things and captains.
Yeah. Wish we could have been above the coaches.
Well, next year, by the way, so Cap and I would like to put it out there for next year's Maryland Mayhem, for safety reasons, we need people that we can sit on their shoulders to watch and broadcast from. So if you want to be one of those lucky people whose shoulders we sit on, please send us an email.
Get us go steal the ref chairs from a volleyball tournament.
Yo, that'd be cool.
Or like some lifeguard chairs. Just they need to be at least 6 feet high.
That'd be
a
great.
Lego pool for my Iron Man mansion. That's awesome.
And you know what else? If we're going that far, if you can bring logoed umbrellas, one that says Captain Xavier, one that says Al the Geek, that'd be that. Easy.
Or
that'd
at the very least, just a yellow and an orange one. And some cold drinks and some well-assembled young women with palm fronds to fan us through the day.
Yes.
Maybe some barbecue. As long as we're making demands.
You know what? We're being terrible. Just a fan would be good.
Isn't that what I said?
Instead of the women. Hey, you're right. Never mind. Carry on.
Hey, you know what? I would take it. Just bring in some lumber and build us a platform.
Ooh, when I got my hip fixed, I can do that. Oh yeah, June 30th. I'm getting my hip fixed.
Yeah. How? June 30th. So you got to go another month.
June 30th. Yeah, the guy I got, he's kind of busy, which tells me he's good. Either that or he's in a lot of lawsuits. But either way, I'm excited about this. June 30th, I'm getting a new hip. Because all the cartilage has escaped me. I must have lost it somewhere. And I'm going to be part robo. And you know what today marked? 6 years since I've had my hernia surgery. Yes, I'm falling apart, but fixing myself as I go along. So
yeah. You'll get to be you'll be able to claim that you are now a cyborg.
I'm getting there, man. I want super shoulders and like bionic knees. That'd be fantastic.
Yeah, see, I want bionic knees. I would love to have a bionic lower back, and if they could make replace my left eye with one that like shoots lasers or has like X-ray vision or something, that would be pretty cool.
Yes, that would be fun. We were going to be bionic. We will be.
If we built it well enough, they might leave it. If we made an actual safe stand that people could walk under so it didn't block the walkway, had a ladder and railing and a couple of chairs, they might not object to having it there.
And yeah, I can build that. That's not a problem. So yeah, Maryland,
talk to the
people,
venue. Maybe they'll let you.
Let them know. You know what?
We've got the technology at this point. I mean, they have done people with like infrared. They like someone who was completely blind. They gave them infrared vision. I wouldn't mind having one eye that sees in the infrared spectrum.
I'm open to many things right now. I'm good with this.
Someone else, they just it was a Bluetooth camera so they could record whatever they saw.
See, as an eyeball, I think I like it. I know you don't actually end up with like a completely empty socket normally, but I thought it would be cool to get like a little a glass container that you could open up and put stuff in, like a live spider. That'd be cool.
In your eye.
Because
just to creep people out.
Hey, what do you?
Eventually it would die and you just have a dead spider in your eye socket.
Yep. And then your eye socket would smell from dead spiders and things.
Well, it would be in the glass container, so it should be fine.
Well, as long as it's airtight, but...
Well, that's why it died. If it wasn't airtight, it probably would have bit you. This has gotten weirdly morbid.
Because we always go weird.
Towards the end. We drift towards the end.
We just lose it. And now, we've already talked about our ailments and how we feel better about it.
Yeah. But no, seriously, you should talk to the venue and see if they would let you build a referee platform at center stage between the two courts. Like I said, if you made it tall enough that people could still walk under it, but solid enough to be safe, and they might allow it.
We could also put in locking casters, so it's easy to roll it out of the way and put it wherever you want on which side of the field.
Yeah, slide it down.
Oh yeah.
You never know.
Or we could
probably have some kind of a code violation though, but who knows? Just don't ask.
Buy scaffolding. We buy scaffolding with proper fencing. That's light enough and solid enough as well.
There you go. Just buy some.
Either way, we have options. So again, if we have any contractors in the hobby, much like myself, and you got scaffolding, we would love to borrow it. We have ideas.
Yeah. Well.
But the good scaffolding, not scaffolding that's older than me.
Support, The other problem would be once we got up there, we wouldn't want to be going back up and down, so people would definitely have to deliver us barbecue then.
Yes. Absolutely. I just got to adjust my hips so I'm standing.
Again, ideally delivered by well-assembled women.
Define well-assembled women.
Look,
I
went to a barbecue joint in Georgia when we were at End War, and we went to this barbecue joint, and the waitresses were the only term I could think of was extremely well put together. And at first it was kind of dubious. You're like, this is a barbecue joint. Who are these two white chicks? And then the cook came out, and all concerns were alleviated.
Dude, that is funny.
It was also absolutely some of the best barbecue I've ever had. The downside to having traveled to the South so much in the last 5 or so years is I had really, really good barbecue, and now I'm up in mayonnaise country, and we have no barbecue, and I don't like it.
That'll happen. That might be the next challenge. Once the root beer one has been exhausted, or your blood sugar spikes, the next one was bring Captain Xavier barbecue he hasn't tried before.
Bring me the good brisket.
Get that pulled pork out of here. I said brisket, damn it. I said brisket.
Bother me not with your swine. Bring me beef.
Oh my God. What else are you looking forward to about this weekend?
Oh.
Look at me putting you on the spot.
I'm
by
on
the way,
zombies. Hopefully not die too early, but die soon enough.
By the way,
before I have a heart attack.
Because it hasn't been made official as well, you will also be selling 2 blasters at my table.
Will I?
Yes.
I thought I sold those to you.
Well, we give the opportunity to other people, and then it goes to me after.
All right, so we'll give it another try. I'm game with that. We'll give it another try.
So tell them what you got.
I think I've got a rapid strike and a raven, don't I?
Correct.
Yeah. Simple modifications. They're ones I modded on my channel just to show the rewire of them. So they're nothing terribly fancy.
It's solid and fantastic.
Yeah. Straightforward. They'd need some more cosmetic work, but all the internals are done. And it just is whatever random parts I had in drawers over here. And just like, all right, I've been holding on to this flywheel cage for 7 years now. It's going in a thing.
I think both of them in around 150 FPS as well.
Yeah, give or take. I think they're. I don't remember. I think they're Michelle 2s, but they might also be Fang revamps. I've got the spec sheets are on them or were on them. I don't know if they're still on them.
Correct. So at my booth, both of those will be for sale. If you want a Captain Xavier modified Rapid Strike or Raven, it is there. It is available. And trust me, it is not as expensive as you think.
Or as expensive as it probably should be. But I'm a lousy capitalist. I will also have buttons, stickers, and magnets again. Because I didn't quite sell them all at Maryland Mayhem. So if you want to pick some of those up. You're
going to be at my booth selling them, right?
Yeah, might as well.
He'll be at my booth selling them, by the way. Well, he's going to be, because if he's not selling at the booth, he's lying down behind the booth.
Right,
otherwise, walking around, back to selling, and then lying behind the booth.
Yes.
Bring your root beer to my booth.
Sandwiches from Casey's gas station are amazing. Who eats gas station barbecue?
Right, dude.
You've got
Buc-ee's. You've never been to a Buc-ee's.
I have been to a Buc-ee's.
So then, come on, you know.
That's a weird cult thing, man. I don't.
It's hard to call it gas station barbecue because the Buc-ee's is not a gas station, but it is a gas station.
Yeah, it's a thing, man. It's an experience.
It is.
I've never seen anybody so proud about the cleanliness of a gas station bathroom. Y'all need some hobbies, is what you need.
I don't know, man. Enough crappy gas station a clean gas station bathroom is worthy. It's kind of fantastic.
Yeah, this is true. People make fun of the fact that a lot of public restrooms in Europe you have to pay for. But as a result, they are immaculately clean.
Yes. Because you got to pay for them.
Yeah, and it's like 50 pence. It's not like it's expensive. And it's clean, and it's private, and it's nice. Anyway, we're the cult of sheets. Is that I assume that's another gas station? I only eat gas station sushi. Man, your immune system gotta be you've got stuff in your gut that would digest steel.
So you don't know what a Sheetz is then, do you?
I'm assuming it's a gas station.
It is. Do you have like a Wawa's or anything like? Do you have like any kind of large gas station where there's a large food thing attached to it as well, where it's like you can order food and they make it, but it's good. It's not like some crappy Subway or other things like that.
No.
That's why. So that's what Sheetz is and Wawa's, and then Buc-ee's is that just on steroids. But where was I going with this? I was gonna ask something else. Oh, so this past weekend I went up to Canada and my buddy Brian went with me. And part of it was just because of my hip, the long drive, and I was joking with him. I said, dude, you want to go to Canada? And he actually said, yes, but I have a caveat. I said, all right, sure. What is it? So he just bought the Volkswagen Buzz, the all electric.
I saw the pictures. Yeah, that looks like that's you get something like that and you're like, you know what? I want to go on a road trip. This space car and me are going someplace it's never been. We're
so interesting enough. He told me, he says, all right, but obviously, because I usually do in about 8.5, 9 hours up to Mississauga, where my folks live. He said with the Buzz, because the downside is the range is only 230 miles. And then we got to find places to charge. So obviously it'll take longer. And it's not so bad until you get like the middle of Pennsylvania, where suddenly you're looking at your percentage miles and where's the nearest charger. Oh, and also all the charging stations in America haven't been consolidated yet. So you got to make sure you can find one that has the right attachment for yours. And like there's a lot of Tesla chargers, but his is a Volkswagen and they're not compatible. And Volkswagen is going to send him an adapter, but he hasn't received it yet. He was smart enough to ask one of his buddies that had it, because when we made it to just north of Harrisburg in Pennsylvania at a Target, all Tesla superchargers and the fast one, but none of them worked on his car. Luckily he had the adapter and then we were fine. But anyways, the Buzz, and he told me, he goes, prepared to be a celebrity. And it was amazing how many people waved at us, like look at you. You see them doing double takes, people giving you the peace signs. We come out of the bathroom, there's like 4 people around the car, and it's like, yeah. Hey, do you want to take a picture of it? Go ahead, man. No, don't touch the car. Just take a picture of it.
Apparently we've got a caller.
Yay!
How long have we had a caller?
I don't know. I've been talking for a while.
717-722-5999. You are on. Hello. Get off my lawn. What do you want? Who are you? What, Michael?
Hi, Captain. This is Michael Nimrod. I'm like, I'm on the YouTube moniker Random Idea Generator 1990. Big fan of your work in the nerve space. And Al, your work is amazing. I've seen Aaron Esser show off some of your mod blasters. Those are awesome.
Thanks, man.
No problem.
What you got, Michael?
I have to mention to Captain. I may have been on the range a couple times, like the on the range episodes. I think I got 2 patches. I'm short the Gobazooka patch. I think the reactable. I don't remember which other ammo type I went as, because originally my YouTube
name was
Big Picture 3. But I changed it to Random Idea Generator 1990 because originally the 3 was released for E, so it could be Big Picture. But I changed it because I thought I was young when I made that handle, and I changed it to something else. So I thought my Instagram handle is Random Idea Generator, so why not make it the same thing?
Okay.
Am I right?
Continue to remind me. Someday I'll get around to it. I promise.
Yeah,
yes,
I sent you an email to your Gmail. If you're wondering, my email is a Yahoo email, just so you know. So I don't remember specifically which videos they were. I have to double check at some point. So
double check, figure it out, remind me, keep reminding me, and eventually, because I think I actually already designed the patches. I just need to print them and mail them.
Yeah. That's fine.
Tragic. Yeah.
It's tragic. It happens. It's not like it's the end of the world. It's okay. I mean, the one thing I'm gonna have to say is I got into the pro scene finally. I got a Nexus Pro X, a Fury X Shot Fury X, Long Shot Pro. I have 2 crickets from Walmart.
Nice.
Those are really cool. Wacom and I think Boston Blasters like them because like they're like you can just open the plastic barrel and load it up from the back, or just shotgun it. Because Wacom figured that out.
Yep.
And
they are between the cricket and the solo. They were just really well designed little blasters with the break action and all of that. The fact that they made replacement barrels for them, and then of course you got the YOLO, and they're fabulous.
Yeah,
they're what Jolts always should have been.
Yeah.
Take that, Nerf.
I mean, I have to say that the one thing that's cool about the cool thing about Nerf is like the Jolt Prime is a lot lighter than any Pro line, but dang, that is a beefy Prime. The only thing I have to say is that I'm planning to get the flywheel of the Maxim Pro, the AEB, which is the pump piston, eventually, an Aeon Pro X, and hopefully at some point I'm going to use more Pro Blasters, but not the Nerf stuff. Hasbro screws up a lot, to be honest.
Yeah. Strife X was good, and then they just lost their damn minds.
Nothing.
Your time.
I agree. They've lost their freaking minds.
Yep. Your time is up. Get off my lawn. Andy. We'll put him on.
Hello.
You again.
Yes, me again. Now, I'll be quick. I've been trying to contact somebody. Kyle Griffiths, if you're still watching the show, you've got yourself a custom-played blaster for the amount of money you just donated. Contact me.
That is amazing.
Oh, wow.
Whoever you are, do the thing.
Say it again, Andy. Say it again.
Kyle Griffiths, you're somebody who just donated a huge amount of money to the fundraiser. I'll do you a custom-painted blaster. No internals, that's up to you, and I'll cover postage to you, wherever you are.
That is awesome.
That is fantastic. Well done. Thank you, Andy. And thank you, Kyle.
All right. I've posted all the information in the chat. Just get in touch with me, send me a PMM, and we'll get the ball rolling.
Woo!
Swampcat approves. Swampcat says, "This is enough of this Faldy Raw. She is demanding more food. I have no doubt. Aren't you?"
Hello, Swampcat. Thumbs up to you too, Al.
Same to you, Andy. Thank you very much, dude. Well done, my friend.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I feel like we haven't heard the last from one, Andy.
Quite probably.
Probably not. And that's okay. Oh, that's awesome.
We're going to take one more caller here because we only have about 12 minutes left of the show. If you wanted to call in, the number is 717-722-5999, and we will give you guff.
We'll take the highest bidder, and you get to be on.
We'll take the first caller. We're cheap.
No, if we get money for the website, man, come on.
Listen, I am both cheap and easy.
Just to let you know. By the way, just a quick heads up, not official yet, don't quote me on it, but keep in the back of your head. We are working to actually have a not Foam Fest, oh my God, a Foam's Giving, but it will most likely be mid to late summer, just because of scheduling and many other things. However, we will keep you posted. And again, it will be a live stream where we give away a lot of stuff and donations. But part of it is, half of it will be going to charity. The other half will be to developing the tool you're hoping we make, which is the website to connect everybody. More information on that when we put it together. But right now, the plan, hope is, because we're right now in the spitballing stage, will be mid to late summer, Foam's Giving. We're going to do it because we realize mid to late summer, people are less busy and not running around as much for holidays, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. So we're going to try it this year around then.
They're doing all the nerfing. So if they want to get the cool stuff, it'll be then. I still have a blaster to donate because I have no use for it.
I still have I have a metallic red Mark IV that we all signed still. Yeah. And a blue Nexus Pro, the original one that people have signed. And odds are, because Moose is just a generous guy, there's going to be some Moxon or something that's going to be there.
Moxon or Elks or something.
Oh yeah, I still have the elk you gave me last time, the green and purple one. So yeah, that one's going in. So yeah, we'll keep you all posted as we put it together. But unofficially, unofficially, that's what happened. And if you're gonna pull, but you said, guess what? This is in a democracy. We'll tell you. Thanks for reminding me what I said, but I'll tell you what's gonna happen.
We said lots of things. Lots of people have said lots of things, and yet here
so many things. So many things. Ah.
Do we have a caller? Did anyone call in, or is that just a theoretical call in?
That's a theoretical call in, I think. So wait, what time are you going to be in Athens then, roughly?
I think we land around 6 p.m.
All right, so you'll be all right, 7, 8, something like that. Well, probably 8.
Nerfsgiving will be online. It will be an entirely online thing, and if we do it the way we did it last time, it'll be a 24-hour live stream, bringing in people from the community all over the world to do parts of their stream. They'll have their own hour to do whatever they feel like doing. We had people talking about comp. We had people talking about design. We had people talking about game running. We had people talking about LARP and Germany. We had all kinds of stuff. And then throughout all of it, there were auctions and raffles and prizes and donations and all kinds of stuff. And we'll do stuff. More of the same, hopefully.
Yep. In the past, we donated everything to charity. This time, a large portion will still be charity, but then part of it will also just go to the World Foam Alliance website, helping us pay for that to get it up and running. Yeah, because it's the website that's exactly what we're trying to do and will help you. Last chance
to call in 717-722-5999. This is Get Off My Lawn. Call us at 1-800-Grumpy Old Man.
Call me. I need to yell at you. You need to yell at me. For those waiting at home, dial the number out right now. I can't even speak anymore. Blah. Let me yell at you.
$5 a minute. You get 3 minutes. I'll say mean things to you.
But in the meantime, if you haven't subscribed or liked it, please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Obviously, the more we get, the bigger we grow. The bigger we grow, the more things we can do for you. We will be at Survival Fest this weekend. I will have a double booth. The captain will be with me as well. Who knows? We might still be wearing CR Nerf shirts. Please don't judge. But we will be there, and we will be clothed. Cap will be selling 2 blasters. I got my usual, everything that I make that's up for sale. He's also selling buttons and stickers and things while he has. I will also be selling some merchant stuff. Magnets. He's got magnets and pins. Buttons. And bring him root beer.
You can bring you can get buttons by bringing me root beer, or you can buy a button.
Exactly.
Aha!
We got a caller.
We got the caller.
Last one.
Who are you? What do you want?
This is AJ Usog. Just wanted to say hi and tell you guys are doing great work.
Are we?
What's up, AJ?
Yelling at people.
Well, you guys probably know my brother. It's Phil. He's part of Southern Maryland House of Nerf, and I started our club up in Pennsylvania, I guess a couple months ago, just starting out slow, and get some of the kids. Basically, I want to get the teens out of their rooms, not being screenagers, actually talking and having fun with each other. But I was wondering, this is kind of a long-term dream, I guess you could say. My brother mentioned something. I asked him about an event that we should have, and he mentioned something that would be pretty cool would be have a north versus the south type of tournament. Apparently the guys down in Maryland are pretty competitive with some of the guys up in New York and New Jersey, and having like a centralized tournament over in like Gettysburg. I thought maybe that was a little bit on the nose.
We've done that, and I don't think it turned out well for the folks from the south.
Oh, really?
This will be non-lethal means.
Well,
there we go. So then AJ, whereabouts? Where in Central? So I guess you're in around Gettysburg, or?
No, I'm over in State College. My first Nerf event was Survival Fest 2024.
Oh, nice.
I've been
Very
up
nice.
at State College back when it was just Penn State.
Absolutely.
Yeah. The Penn State invitationals.
Yeah, it was a great that was a great event, but man, there was a lot of walking.
Oh yes.
I just remembered I mean, I still live up there, and the campus is spread out, and I thought we're walking 10 minutes to a mission, and then walking all the way back and forth, and I thought, oh my goodness, this is whatever. But I thought about starting a tournament, and I was thinking of talking to Derek Sykes over at Dart Zone. Do you think that might be something feasible?
Derek, what do you think?
So part of it is reaching out to Dart Zone is kind of like, you got to remember they're large corporations, so you got to have enough of a base to therefore for corporate to say yes to it. Although he can always be one you can talk to, but part of it, because you have the in with Phil and the Maryland boys, definitely talking to them in terms of getting their advice on how to do it. And I'm sure if they like the idea, they'll support you as much as they can. And you know what, put Phil to work. Come on, man, he can do stuff. But I think starting with them would be good. But then also in Pennsylvania, you do have a lot of the HVZ alum that maybe not be tournament focused, but hobby focused enough that they'll probably be willing to give you a hand and help. So I think it's quite a possibility. And as always, we know it's going to expand. And as always, like, good for you for starting the club. And it's just having the persistence to know that first year is probably going to suck. But it's like, all right, I have 6 people, but we're going to make this work. And suddenly, if you put in the time and you find the right people, your hobby will start to grow. So that's awesome.
Yeah. Well, I'm friends with Josh France. And so, you know, he's about, 20 minutes away from me, and he's been helping. And so I got his knowledge. And then Michael Lasik, I think, he's doing the Survival Fest, and I was thinking of picking his brain too.
Absolutely. Michael is good.
Reach out to all of them.
This is good.
They will all help if they can. And your time is up.
Okay. So,
our show is
all right.
up. Thank you. Thanks for calling in. I'll get off.
Thanks, AJ. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, thank you everyone for calling in, for participating today. This was a lot of fun. Shout out to 1CR Nerf. And I swear he didn't make us or threaten our lives to wear this shirt. What's the safety signal? Blink twice that you need help. But yes, thanks to CR Nerf and his shirts. But
not working.
It's not. Both Captain Xavier and I will be at Survival Fest this weekend. Looking forward to it. Come by, say hi, remind us who you are. And if we forget, don't worry about it. We're old dudes. Of course, we forget stuff. He's taking a quick nap because now he's got to drive. So that if we can send him some paddles and bring him back to life. Other than that, next Wednesday.
I have a bottle of caffeinated root beer. It's apparently a shot of espresso in a root beer. I haven't tried it because I hate coffee and I don't know what it's going to taste like, but the time might be right.
I think the time is right, and that'll be good, man. That should actually flow nicely. And we shall hear your review about it or you bitching about it. Either way, I want to know. That'll be good.
Yeah.
Next Wednesday is, again, tune in for Andrew, a.k.a.
Dark Sweep.
For his show, another episode of Foam Zone. He does have a guest, and I do know the name, but I can't remember right now. But yeah, this Wednesday, Foam Zone with Andrew. Go check it out. 2 weeks from now, we'll be back. Odds are we're going to be talking about Survival Fest.
Yeah, or we're talking about the aftermath.
Maybe we're not.
You might be talking about my coronary, my myocardial infarction.
And probably about the root beer he's found. In the meantime, share, share. For all those that will see you this weekend, looking forward to it. For those that can't, don't worry. We'll see you another time. I think that's all I got. Anything you got?
The dart stuck to my head.
Yeah, he's done. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. We'll see you next time. And don't forget, get off my lawn.